We're in the 2011 Chevrolet Volt, and this is probably the only one right now in Massachusetts. The rest of the cars won't go on sale until this fall. They're not going to be making more than about 10,000 this year, so it's going to be very difficult to even find one. And when you do, you'll probably find dealers that are probably going to mark up the price a bit more than the $41,000 list price. I like the fact that I'm driving on electricity. No other word, I think it's just cool. I think it's a lot more fun than a Toyota Prius, and it's more powerful, the steering is better. The Volt has a much higher capacity battery, and that basically means that in addition to taking much longer to charge, you get to drive between 25 and 40 miles on electricity. And a Prius will typically only go about, let's say, a half mile on just the batteries. If you were to keep plugging it in all the time like I do, and you just live in the city, you might never even use gas. Unlike some of the full electric cars, the Volt will actually drive on its gas engine. So once you've exhausted the batteries, you don't have to worry at all about, stopping for a plug. Now, there's not that much room, but people who drive the Prius are going to find that pretty comparable because it has that similar hatchback shape to it. But inside, you don't really feel like this is necessarily a $40,000 car. I mean, you still have some hard, touch points on here. Stuff could be a little softer. Overall, the feeling isn't so much luxury as it is technology. So that's really what people are going to be buying this car for. If you're in a situation like I am, let's just put it this way, you're just not going to want a car like this. It's not going to be ideal whatsoever. Because I live in a condo and there's no plug anywhere, I don't have a garage, what I'm doing is I'm taking a plug straight up my kitchen window, 3 stories up, draping it over here, and then eventually plugging it in over the car. Now this is a much easier option. We're here at the Charles Hotel in Cambridge, and then we actually have a dedicated charging station right here. And the difference here between my apartment and this is that this is a 240-volt charge, which basically cuts the time to more than half, roughly about 4 hours charging versus about 10 on a 120-volt plug. So overall, the Chevy Volt, it's a great experimental car. If you're an environmentalist, you're going to absolutely love it. Even if you're not, you're still going to love it if you can afford it. So right now, even though there's not too much out there in terms of electric cars, this is pretty much the future.